This is a guided relaxation that will last about 10 to 15 minutes. So I invite you to come into a comfortable position, either lying on the floor or seated in a chair. If you're lying down and you have any aches in the low back, you can prop your knees with a couple pillows or rolled blankets underneath, which should alleviate that discomfort. If you're seated, you may want to sit on a blanket or a pillow, just lifting the hips up a little higher above the knees, which allows the spine to be longer and the breath to flow more easily. So again, find a comfortable seated position where you can be for 10 to 15 minutes. And the benefits of a guided relaxation like this are numerous. If you struggle with sleep, this can help improve your sleep. It can tap into a more sustainable resource for energy when you feel depleted. It can calm the nervous system, which then can clear up some of the brain fog. And honestly, when I am coming into a practice like this regularly, I just feel like I'm more of me and I can be kinder to myself and to the people I love and my family. It's a fun practice that as you do it yourself over time, you might begin to see how you could offer this to your children before bed or in other times during the day to help them find a calmer space in which they can be more of themselves. So, allow all parts of your body to sink into the earth or to the chair. Feel the full support below you. And begin to notice all the muscles of the face, relaxing around the eyebrows, between the eyebrows, over the bridge of the nose, the temples, cheekbones, the jaw. If you notice that you're clenching your jaw, release it. And if you notice that the tongue is pressing into the roof of the mouth, let it rest on the lower palate. Have the sensation of releasing through the scalp. Nice softening. Maybe sense that someone is brushing through your hair or a gentle breeze is blowing through. And feel how that moves down the back of the neck and into the throat and the neck. You could swallow once or twice if you like to relax that area. And then allow the shoulders to sink into the earth or soften down the spine. And the arms begin to feel heavy all the way to the fingertips. If you notice that little space in the center of your palm, completely relax it. Have the sense that there is nothing to hold on to in this space. Just let go. And come to the heart center. Begin to take notice of the breath. Maybe you notice the rise and fall of the chest with your breath. Maybe you can even sense your heartbeat. Invite things to slow down. And then begin to soften through the front of the body. Allow the rib cage to relax on both sides. Soften through the belly. Soften through the hips and the pelvis. Really give yourself permission to release through the hips. You can often carry a lot of tension in this area. And then sense how that softening sensation can move around to the back of the body, in the low back. And then, like a wave, feel how it can move up through the spine, both sides of the spine, all the way to the base of the skull. And then it begins to move back down once again. You can allow the whole back of your body to sink into the earth if you're resting down, or feel how it softens if you're in that seated position. And again, release through the hips and the pelvis. And then soften from the hip sockets to the knees. Those upper parts of your legs relax. And release all around the knees. And then from the knees to the ankles, soften through the shins and the calves, letting go. Release around the ankles, around the heels of your feet, through the arches of your feet, the balls of the feet, and every single toe. Release. Allow your whole body to sink into the earth. Let all parts of you feel heavy, supported by whatever is beneath. Maybe you can even imagine that there's no concrete between you and earth, that you really sense that support from the earth. Feel the breath expand, an easy inhalation and an easy exhalation. Can you let go even more and trust the supports beneath you and soften all body parts? And if any thoughts or feelings or emotions come forth, as they often do, just bring your focus back to your breath. Allow those to be what they are. Allow them to pass. They don't define who you are. It's so easy to hold on to our thoughts and our feelings and to place judgment within them, judgment on ourselves or others. Let all that go and just observe them. Let them be without judging anything right or wrong or good or bad. Allow that to be and come to your breath. Be in this breath, in this moment, in this body, just being you, and knowing that being you is all that's needed. That you are the gift. You are a gift to yourself, to your family, to this world. When we hold tight to all those things that create judgment, it pulls us outside of ourselves. What if all your children really require of you right now is you really being you? Without judgment of yourself or anyone or anything else. Just you. Notice your breath. Sense how space is being created by allowing the body to soften, by noticing the breath. All who you are is enough. It's not about what you do, how you do it, how much you do it, what you say. At the core of it all is you. Be in that space where all is enough, where all is well. Where all feels connected and there is no disconnection or separation. And slowly begin to deepen your breath. And begin to bring movement back to the body by gently moving your fingers and your toes, and your wrists and your ankles. If it feels right, you can gently move your head from side to side, or maybe move the jaw as though you're yawning, creating a little movement in the jaw. And you can feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. If you're ready to come out, if you're lying down, you can roll to your side with your knees drawn to your chest and gently push yourself up to a seated position. Begin to take notice of the air around you. And don't allow yourself to move back into a contracted state. Invite yourself to stay in this place of more space or expansion as you move back into your life, your world, your routines, your family. How much more can you be more of you in the expanded space and not go back into small or contracted or restriction? What if you just being you is all that is required right now for beautiful life, beautiful connections, and so much more beyond what you ever imagined possible? Thank you for being you.